Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft. And in tonight's episode, I am joined by several good friends. We have Taku Jesus with us tonight,
How's it going, everybody?
and he has a little bit of an echo there, guys. But it's not too bad. Just we are aware of it. We're just gonna have to deal with it.
Ooh,
Oh, I don't know what that was.
don't do that.
That was interesting.
Oh, don't do that.
Oh wow. Okay, and we also have Yoko Red Fox,
Hi.
and then of course we have. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man. Rhino 3756.
Right now, 3756.
You're flying in the air. I'm like, oh, my brain's not working. Yeah, we're just kind of going through Minecraft right now and just messing around on the server that we have here, getting it ready for the new RPG that we're going to be doing pretty soon. And I'm gonna let each one of them kind of go through and tell you guys a little bit about what they're doing. Let's start with Yoko Red Fox since we haven't really heard from her in a while.
I'm fighting a zombie.
I think he means a little more in depth of what you're doing.
It's stealing my
It's
things.
a hungry zombie.
It needs to go away.
Let's see, we're gonna put it ship helm. So if you have more than one ship helm, which one controls? Do you know?
I don't know if you can put multiples on there.
Oh, I just did. So
Go you.
Can, but I don't know which one works.
but you've been concentrating a little bit on your garden area, right?
Oh yeah, we've automated it and we're getting it set up to where it makes its own seeds.
Now, what do you normally do when you play a game like an RPG? What's your particular style of gameplay?
Usually warrior, tank, pretty much always.
Right. So like monk style or like actual warrior.
Straight up warrior.
Well, that'd be interesting. What about the rest of you? What about you, Rhino? What do you normally like to play?
Usually it's kind of like the same kind of fighting style. Actually, but where I'm thinking about actually doing like a ranger style though. So I could do a little bit of inside fighting plus using the bow and stuff like that. So
And you, Ataku?
I fell off the wall. I range from everywhere, but I think I'm gonna go for more of an engineer class on the server because when you get an engineer in a game and they can only do like three things, and on here we could do so much more.
Right. And what kind of engineering are you thinking about doing as far as like buildings go or tinkering with objects?
So do I. I'm lagged out
I
and
need
can't
help.
even move.
Oh.
I'm gonna do everything I can. Right now, I'm just trying to get Yoko from being murdered.
Because we just did have a blood moon, guys. When that thing comes out, it lags out the server pretty heavily there, and of course, it turns everything red. It shifts the color spectrum dramatically there. I'm not really a big fan of the red moon, to be honest, or the blood moon, I should say. What do you guys
me
think of it?
neither. It gets annoying, and then of course it just drops like all kinds of crazy mobs all over the place as well too. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure how we're going to integrate that into the story. Do you guys have like an idea of maybe that's like a curse that we have to fix, or is there a way to like disable that while we're recording?
There is, but you'll see the command pop up below us.
Oh, okay, so we can just turn that off if it happens to pop up, guys. Let's see.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that will actually be kind of a little nice little feature.
Here, all your stuff's gonna be in this chest, but he's not dead. I can't fight him.
I will try.
Come get your stuff first.
Yeah, I was trying to take him down
I
too,
have a
but since I was like
pickaxe.
creative, I wasn't really wouldn't do much damage to him.
So tell us, at home, the people at home, what you're doing, Rena.
Just kind of building. I was actually going to kind of play around with the Ars Magica stuff. I was going to go ahead and just kind of get a little tutorial on it myself and build a little altar to how you make up the stuff and stuff like that. So make all the magic out of it. But I'm doing some research, trying to figure. I've watched it done many times, but now I can't remember the whole setup on how it's supposed to be done and how many blocks of everything that all that kind of stuff on it. So a little confusing for me.
Yeah,
A lot to go to it.
it sounds pretty cool. I mean, like I have not
Yeah.
tried doing any of that stuff myself yet. The only thing I've really kind of experimented with, as you guys can see right here in front of me, is creating I guess you would call it an airship, a hot air balloon,
That one.
because it has tons and tons of balloons that you got to put on top. Now, once you have all the balloons ready to go, is there a special command you got to do to say this is the ship and it's no, it's not getting any bigger?
You get into the ship's helm and you assemble the ship.
Oh, okay, and that basically lets it know
Yeah,
that you're ready to go.
that everything connected to this is the ship. And then if you mount the ship, after that you'll be able to fly away.
Okay, so we're gonna try that here in a little bit because we're pretty close to having the base done. I wanted to build it so that it wasn't too big to start with. Of course, you can have 2,000 squares big, but of course you have to have 40% of that as the hot air balloon itself, the actual balloons. So that does kind of limit the size of your other ship. And of course, it's really blocky right now. I'm going to add stairs and make it a little smoother and fix out the outside and change the inside a little bit. But again, I'm basically just trying to do the actual design of it. And it's sitting on top of these blocks right here, these, what do you call them? These shore buffers. And that's because you were saying that if you don't put that there, if it comes in contact with another building, you can actually pick that building up and take it off with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we got to be a little
Yeah, as
careful
long
with
as you
that.
disconnect it from the ground.
Oh, as long as it's disconnected from the ground?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's basically you have to whatever it touches to the ground is it's going to root itself to that block, to that area of blocks that's connected to. So
Oh.
yeah, if there's a house or something that you see that you like and you want to pick it up, you just connect it to that house and then dig out that little layer of gravel or dirt, whatever it would be that would connect the house to the ground or the sand or wherever, if this is in the desert, and then you just fly away with it.
That's kind of rude.
As long as your percentage is still equal in amount to where it's going to be right, for flotation.
Right, so you want a very, very small craft, but with a lot of balloons attached to it to be able to pick up something then.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, what balloons do we have, by the way? We have regular air balloons on this, and we have silver air balloons. Now, have you guys actually created a flying vehicle yet?
No, they're good now.
I did a really small one, like a 4x4, just to see what it was like, just to test it out. And it was pretty interesting. It really kind of slow, but
Yeah,
they don't fly the fastest.
I mean, you really wouldn't want it for speed, though. It's more of a luxury air travel or something, right?
Yeah, and there are ways too to actually speed them up. Like Otaka was telling me one time that by putting in steam engines into them, and that those steam engines will actually help them, will speed them up and make them go a little bit faster.
Oh, that might be interesting to try out. I mean, it may not fit into the whole era that we're making, but it does kind of fit into that steampunk kind of vibe that you guys were saying that you might go down.
Exactly. So I mean, it'd be kind of interesting to have some little steampunk little airships floating around as well. With our boats as well too. So have different ways of travel, basically.
Yeah, definitely. I can't wait till we can get to that stage and start messing around with that a little more. Make this symmetrical both sides. There you go. What about here? Yeah, sorry guys, I'm trying to concentrate over here. But yeah, I mean,
No worries.
it's one of those things, guys, that it's a little bit of a. Yeah, that's not right. It's not even close to being right on my end. Oh man, I'm off by one. Okay, let me come back over here. Oh, that's good for now, I guess. We don't really need to be perfect because we're just trying to get the frame down.
Crafting altar. That's the block.
But yeah, a lot of experimentation, and it's all going to be for, like we were saying, that RPG aspect that we got going on. I cannot wait. It just sounds so cool, the idea that you guys come up with to do that. And then, of course, you said you were getting more people. In fact, you have another person on the server that just kind of joined, right?
Yes, we do. With one of our good friends who is actually rather new to Minecraft.
Well, he's not alone in that one. I only started a few months back myself, and it's been quite a journey. You start off not knowing a lot, and then you find out you know even less than you thought you did, and you just kind of go along with it. It's been fantastic. I love this game. This game literally lets you do whatever it is in your mind to do. And yeah, it's not the greatest graphics, but I like the way they look. Actually, I actually like the simple, blockiness to it. It's unique in that form, and plus it brings me back to the old days when computers first came out. The graphics really weren't all that great. They're very very simple, and yet very enjoyable because you used your imagination to figure out what you wanted to do with it. So let's
Yeah,
see, we can get rid of some blocks here.
that's what I love about it. It's just so sandboxy.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I just love the sandbox about it.
Well, and then of course, now we're actually kind of changing that sandbox feel to it, where we're creating a world, and then we're going to give it structure. We're actually going to, let it know that hey, this is the quest and stuff we kind of want to go ahead and do, and go through like the NPCs and talk to them, and they're going to give us quest, and it's going to have a little bit more structure to it, but yet still kind of that open world feel where you can go and do whatever you want. And were you saying that you knew somebody who was going to do like a dungeon master kind of thing for us, and start like creating quests that he set up so we wouldn't know like what it would take to finish them. We just kind of started out and be like, oh, this is what we need to go do.
Yeah, I got a buddy of mine I work with who's a him and his one well actually two buddies I work with. They're both the dungeon masters for their D&D group. Like they alternate like nights every Wednesday they get together and play, and like they alternate weeks, and like one will be the dungeon master this week, so he's got his campaign, and then the other one's got his campaign. So I'm getting all the information for all these mod pets that we have, and
What is it
I'm
doing?
putting it onto a file that I can email them and be like, well, here's what we got. Create us some environments and
I
some
don't know what
worlds and
he's
some
doing.
situations for our characters to get into. And kind of give him the classes of the characters of the players that we have, and they'll that was kind of give them some role play scenarios that we can come out here and play out.
See, that sounds interesting because I mean, if we make the quest ourselves, obviously we'd know how to get them done as soon as possible, and there wouldn't be a whole lot of unknown to it. But when somebody else makes it for you, you really have that sense of wonder when you get to a quest and you're like, oh, what are we supposed to do here? Like, how exactly is that supposed to be done? So that's an interesting concept to do.
Yeah, see, I thought that would be a lot easier, a lot better for us. That way it kind of gives us that surprise factor. I mean, I
Exactly.
know,
Just
of
put one
course,
up
some of
there,
these
put
things
one
that
up
we
there,
might do
it'll go
with them,
through.
like where some of these bosses might be, we might actually have to create and build the environment for it. But still, we just have a very like limited knowledge of what we need to do while we're in there, and then we'll still have that surprise factor to it. So I think that'll really add to the effect of the videos and to the whole series for it.
Oh yeah, I think you're going to be completely right on that one. I mean, part of going through a game like this, or at least RPG style, anyways, is the complete unknown, and just figuring it out as things pop up. So, did you? I think you were saying that you were actually going to do your first like actual D&D the other night, right?
Yeah, I was going to last night with them, with Otaku and Yoko, but I've been having some back issues over the past couple days, and I ended up working a lunch shift yesterday and on my feet all day carrying trays, and just kind of threw my back out a little bit more, and so I in lack of sleep combined were not making me feel too good. So unfortunately, did not make it last night, but I do promise them I will show up soon because I am very curious about it and want to play myself. So
Yeah, because you missed
it
us
kind of helped me
killing
get
Shimmer Gloom last
prepared.
night.
Huh?
Because you missed us killing Shimmer Gloom last night.
Oh, you went after Shimmer Gloom last night?
Hmm.
Oh,
Just for
that
Naruto.
sounds fun. Well, I'll definitely have to come back and play because yeah, that because we were going to play the which one is it again? The
Dritz to Erden Battle
Legacy.
Box, yeah.
Is it the Legacy of the Drow?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
The D&D box. So
Yeah, I loved
yeah.
doing that back in the day, just getting together with some friends and having a good time over the weekend playing D&D and just, after school hanging out. I haven't done it in, I don't know how many years now, 10, 15 years probably, ever since I was back in high school. So, but always enjoyable, always just a really, really good time, especially when you have other people who really get into it, and come up with some really cool stories. So, are you guys following one that's already pre-made, or do you have a dungeon master that kind of?
It just depends on how we play that night. Sometimes we play with a DM, and sometimes we just play the battle box, which has stories already set in it.
Right.
Like
Which is
last,
easier. I mean,
yeah, like last night was the battle box, so it was the story of us going through the Underdark to catch Shimmergloom. Yeah, that was fun.
yeah. See, we didn't really have any of those pre-made stories for us when we were back when I was playing. I wish we did because it took a long time, like weeks sometimes, to come up with the where the monsters are going to be and make it really challenging. And then you sat there and you really kind of sucked everything out of it that you possibly could because you knew it was going to be another week or so before you had another one. But if we had little books that were already out, man, we would have been playing that a lot more, I think.
Yeah.
So, what's your favorite kind of story? Is it go into a dungeon? Is it go after dragons? Do you like just to go off and explore?
Mm.
Probably raiders and adventuring.
Yeah, we do more of the dungeon crawling and raid style play. So our group likes it a little more.
And what characters are you guys playing right now? Are you what level and
It
stuff?
really depends on what game you're talking about, because we play about three different kinds of role-playing games. Is it four now? Oh lord, it's four. And yeah, and each time we usually play a slightly different character. There's only a couple of us that really change up our character.
And what character are you playing?
Let's see. In D&D, I play our ranger. In what's that? Iron Kingdoms, I play the Techno Mage. Let's see. What's the other game we play? In Pathfinder, I played the Wizard again. I usually play the Wizard because I'm the GM. It's easier for me to play the Wizard.
Now, do you like being the GM, or you like doing that the whole guide?
Not so much, no. I usually get
Yeah.
bored, yeah. Because I'm always
Yeah.
the one creating the story, so it's always my imagination versus theirs.
Nobody makes them.
No one else comes up with stories either.
Oh man. Yeah. I mean, it was
Do you have
always.
an accent?
Oh yeah. Has she done it? She's never done it.
Yeah, she did it once. Or twice.
Yeah,
I
I
think
think
it was
so.
twice.
I thought you wanted Noah to take over for the next time.
Yeah, I would like to, but good luck with that.
Oh, does he not like doing it either?
No, I think his girlfriend has something to say about that.
Oh, because of the sheer
He
amount
wouldn't
of
let
time.
him talk about
Yeah, I
school.
know that was funny. But not for something discussed on YouTube.
You guys.
I'm not being mean.
We're not, but it's personal and we shouldn't talk about it while we're recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I was just laughing.
Now it's already on.
We both thought it was really stupid, but, that's without us telling us too much information.
But yeah, guys, this is a crazy world that we're designing, and every city has a different feel to it so far. Like my city is kind of one of those ones that is going to be, falling apart, and it's going to need a lot of quests to kind of fix it up. Whereas Rhino is building a city that has a lot of different like magic arts to it, a lot of different contraptions over in Utaku's. They also have over there for Yoko. She does a lot of the garden stuff. So you have some pretty unique game styles that are basically combining into one another and creating a world very, very unique in the different sectors that the cities are going to be in. And that's kind of like, it reminds me of Final Fantasy. As you get further and further into that game, you'll go from one city and then one continent to another, and they will be dramatically different from one another. You actually start seeing like Asian, kind of influences brought in, or you'll see like European cities with like the boats and the armor that has that definitely like medieval type feel to it. And I kind of like that. It definitely fits with the whole overall theme that we got going on here. And we weren't really even planning that. It's just people have different taste, and just allowing them to be who they are
Yeah.
has allowed us to shape this world what it is.
But don't let Yoko's green thumb just distract you from her deadly nature.
Well, no, because you said she likes to be the warrior, so I'm sure that's going to come out at some point down the road as well, where she just kind of goes to town and just annihilates people, which is really going to be cool.
Yeah, I remember one game night. She was playing a tank. She rolled double 20s. Like, did two rolls back to back, got 20s.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely a lot of damage there. What type of armor does I mean? She's on the call with us. I guess she can answer this. What type of armor do you tend to go for? Do you like the lightweight, faster ones?
Oh no, I like the heavy stuff because I'm normally a fast creature anyways. So even if I'm wearing heavy armor, it won't bog me down too badly. So I always take the heavy like armor plating, chainmail.
Right. Yeah, I definitely like that stuff myself, but I see the benefits to being a little bit faster if you're a slower class or whatever the case may be. You can go down that a chain or leather or something like that and still be able to take the damage. What about your weapons? Do you kind of vary on those, or do you prefer to like a two-hander?
I will switch between two hands and one hands, but I usually prefer like axes and scythes and swords to long range. I will do throwing knives though. I do like throwing knives.
See, I never really got into the range stuff other than, like the bow and arrows and stuff like that. I've never really used throwing knives just from the sheer cost of having to like replenish every single one of them. Whereas a bow, you can just get the arrows and they seem to be a lot cheaper. I guess in that one, do you guys have to actually buy your weapons, or are you just the stuff that you happen to find along the way?
A lot of the times we only get a certain amount with what we find. So, use sparingly.
And we also make them roll checks to go and loot the body for some things they don't have in abundance.
Okay. No, that's not what I wanted to do. How do you use the ship's helm?
You should be able to right click it. Then you'll click mount or a symbol ship. A symbol. Bleh. And then
Overflow.
and then click mount. If it says overflow, it's attached somewhere or it's too many blocks.
2049. Okay, so I got to get rid of 49 blocks, guys. I'm thinking that's going to be on the inside of the air balloon in here, somewhere in here. There's extra blocks that don't need to be here.
Oh, you must have made a massive one.
You must have.
Yeah, I decided to go with something pretty big,
Go big or
but
go home.
it looks pretty cool. I think. Come on, where can I take some blocks down? Nope,
Come
that's
over
not
and
gonna
look
do
at
it.
it.
Yeah, I definitely like to hear you guys up on it. There we go. Get a few blocks here. Only need 49 gone, so this might be enough to do it.
Oh wow.
They count?
Do what?
Torches, do they count as blocks?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll have to get rid of some of those torches. So you like it, huh?
Holy cow.
Yeah, it looks nice.
Ah, thank you, man. It's my first attempt at one.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's awesome.
You got a skelly out there though.
Yeah, it's from that Blood Moon. They're all over the place.
When I get off, do I need to save anything or is it all saved?
Let's see. Where can I get rid of some of these? No, that. 49. Doesn't sound like a lot, but technically, I guess it is. Okay, so get rid of these torches. I won't be able to have any chairs in here, I guess, but we'll have to figure that out. Maybe get rid of some of the extra little blocks down here or something. And I didn't even put any stairs in here. Like, this is just the bare base model. Let's get rid of these.
Oh, this is your helm area.
Yeah, up there in the top part. Is it counting the ones that it's attached to down here? These breaker box? I'll just get rid of these just in case. That way it's not attached to anything.
It shouldn't, because those are the ones that will actually like let it be buffered, basically.
Right.
Which ship's helm are you using as your main helm?
Either one. I mean, I just put both of them there because it looked cool. But now that I know that I'm a little bit on the heavy side, yeah. There we go. There's probably there. That's probably enough right there. If you want to try activating it, you're more than welcome to take it out.
That looks neat. I like it.
But see, I made it deeper on the bottom, and what I'll end up doing is putting. Oh, is it working?
Yeah.
So what I ended up
There it goes.
thinking that we'll do is the top part will line up with this bridge, and down below I have the little window, and you'll be able to see that from underneath. So
Oh, nice.
you'll be able to see
That is
like the
like-
passengers getting there and taking off.
A good little cargo bay.
There we go. Yeah, I don't know if it's possible, but I was thinking maybe that could open up with some kind of I don't know, like a gate, so that it can go down like a ramp. That is cool. I like that, man.
Did it all move?
That's neat.
Yeah, it's all moving with you.
Awesome.
There was, I think, 2 blocks that stayed behind, but I don't know what those were from. I went ahead and destroyed them just in case, and we'll see if we're missing any blocks in there when it's done. But yeah, that's pretty much all I can fit in there. That's about 2,000 blocks right there. It went a lot faster than I thought it would.
It doesn't look like there's any blocks missing on it.
It's so weird looking at it from the side.
Probably in it.
Is it hard to fly?
Yeah, I can't really see where I'm going.
Oh, you can't?
There we go. How do I descend?
Yeah, I might have to.
Yeah, that's the only thing I was kind of thinking about your little helm area.
all
Might
windows.
kind of hard to see. Yeah.
Yeah, I can do the bottom part. I can just have that where there's a see-through floor and everything, like those helicopters that have the flooring where there's a window down there and stuff.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
You could look at the glasses that are called what is it, the seamless glass, I think is what it is.
Oh, see, I was looking for that. I was looking for glass that didn't have any of these little lines in them. I know it's in the game, but I couldn't find any.
Yeah, I think it's called borderless glass. So just type in glass in your little search thing, your little compass thing. And here, let me find it real quick.
Okay, so I
think
did
it's called
disassemble this thing. So now it's just floating under its own power.
Oh, it's actually sinking a little.
Yeah.
That's not bad. That's actually pretty cool. I like that. I want it to get... No, it's actually stopping. It's stopping. No, it's still going. Okay, so it will fall all the way to the ground. I wonder what would happen if you let it do that.
I don't know.
It won't even let me on the ship.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, when it's still moving like that, an entity can't actually connect with it.
Okay, I've disassembled it now.
Okay, so it's oh yeah, it's gonna let me back on. No, it still won't let me back on. Huh. Let's see if we can get in there, guys. No, it still won't let me go.
Should be able to. I'm on it.
Come on. There we no, still won't let me in. Huh. Won't let me in.
Let me fly, game.
Hey, okay, it lets me on. Can I get in? No. I'm not actually on it. It won't let me down into it. That's weird.
That is weird.
See, I'm not even flying anymore, and it still wouldn't let me in. Dang it. You stole my ship. It's no longer mine.
I didn't take you very far.
No, it's alright. It's just weird. It's like bugged out, so I can't even use it. Huh. That is definitely pretty cool, guys. That is my first ship right there. That's my first airplane, ship, hot air balloon, whatever you want to call it. And I think it came out pretty well, although now that I know what I need to do with it, probably I will make the balloon part a little smaller. Because I think a lot of my blocks went up in that creation right there. And I think I could have made maybe the ship down below a lot bigger, because that only needed to be 40%. And if you look at it, it looks probably about 55% of the ship.
Actually,
So
so
I-
if you assemble the ship.
Yeah, I can't even get on it though.
Let's see. Air balloons, 1,165, so 62%.
Yeah, see, it's a lot more than it needs to be. So I can make that a lot smaller. It's already hollow as it is, but yeah, it needs to be. I need to get rid of about 400 blocks there, and that would give me the space that I need for the stairs and the beautification of the actual ship down below. So that's probably what I'll end up having to do at some point down the road. If I could.
AC, check your inventory. I slipped you that a piece of that borderless glass. You might. I mean, you could check that out and see if you like that as a difference to your the glass that you have in there. And that way, you won't have the actual panes that look that actual pane look. It'll just be like one big seamless looking piece of glass.
Can I not get in this when I'm in creative mode?
Yeah, you should be. I was in creative.
You should be able to. Yeah, that's. It's weird that you can't because I can get into it as well.
Like I'm up here, I even destroyed some of the blocks up here so I can get down into it. It won't let me in. Like I'm just floating right above it. It's completely broke, guys. Oh, see, you guys are just teasing me now. See, I can't get in. Well, let me in. Let me in my vehicle.
I don't understand that either.
I mean, I can even jump on it and it won't let me in. So it's not like I'm flying. This is just, yeah, we'll have to figure this off camera, guys. It's kind of weird. But I do want to thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy these videos, be sure you hit that like button, subscribe, guys. It definitely helps all of our channels grow, and we greatly appreciate it. Again, if you're watching on my channel, make sure to head on over to Rhino3756. Check out his. You're going to be doing Star Trek here pretty soon, and you're also doing a few others like Neverwinter and, of course, Minecraft.
Yep, that's about all I got in the rotisserie at the moment.
And then, of course, we do have Otaku Jesus, who's over at the Ironthorn Guild. And you said you're going to be adding some new games to your roster here pretty soon, right?
Yeah, maybe some civilization.
But he does quite a few other ones. Again, Star Trek, Neverwinter, Minecraft, things of that sort. And, of course, as time goes on, he'll add more games to his list. And then we also have Yoko Red Fox, if you want to say anything before we head out.
No, I think I'm good.
Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.
Subscribe.
See you later.